Hey, what is up, investors? I'm Jason. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite electric vehicle stocks, and that is Nio. As you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you know that I've been investing into Nio since day one, since the IPO. And I got the videos on my channel to back it up. I'm not someone that just talks about this stuff because it's all hype. I love this stock. I think that there's a lot of potential here with Nio to continue to soar. And what I'm seeing is that Nio is now back on track to really start showing some pretty good gains, in my opinion. Now, I want to get to what Nio is currently doing as far as producing vehicles and what we have to expect here in the future. Now, keep in mind, this is just my bullish analysis of Nio. This is filled with just my opinions and my thoughts and the predictions that I make here, and not any sort of financial advice. So please do keep that in mind. Be sure to do your own research in the Nio. But in my opinion, everything that I've done with Nio by investing into it for prices around $6 a share to $2 a share, or even under $2 a share over these last 3 years, I've done very well with it. I love everything about this stock. I love that they're one of the best players in China. So as we get to this video, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash, destroy, annihilate, or gently press that like button, because that helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Help spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting, and also subscribe if you have not already. Now, if you want to be a Patreon and join my private Discord and help out this channel, I have one. The link is in the description. They get you all the Patreons. Now let's get to this. Now, looking at Nio here from the past year, pulling up last year's performance of Nio, this is a stock that has had an amazing run. If we look at the 52-week range here, even last year, Nio was trading for a little bit above $3 a share. And we saw Nio actually go up above $66 a share back in the beginning of this year in January. And many people thought, hey, Nio had a great run when it started trending back down, and said, hey, maybe that might be it. Maybe Nio was just a lot of hype behind this company. But then when you really think about the reality of Nio, that this was a stock that it came out, many people were very bullish on the fact that this is a EV company that was comparing themselves to being a future Tesla in China. And when I was buying Nio at $6, around $6 a share during the IPO, and then staying true to the stock, still making videos about it, still talking about it, still staying very bullish in Nio, and sticking with Nio for prices that would go up to, you know, about $10 a share, and then even staying true to the stock as we were seeing Nio go down even below $2 a share. And even this time when Nio was a stock that was trading for prices under $2 a share, people thought that Nio was going to go bankrupt, that there was going to be no future for it. But they were a company that was producing vehicles. They were really much ahead of the game when you look at what companies are doing this day. When a stock goes public, or they have this high valuation, and they're not even selling any vehicles. They're not even making any completed transactions on many vehicle sales. But Nio was one that had all that stuff going on. Even when their stock was priced at a very low price, they had a very small market cap, and many people just thought, hey, this was just a junk stock. But then we started seeing a rise in Nio as 2020 really saw a big boom the second half of the year. And that's when we saw Nio stock really start climbing. And now we're seeing Nio priced about a little bit above $40 a share. And where it's sitting right now, in my opinion, is a very good place, because it's now showing that people are very serious about investing in Nio. And when I think about it, when I think about the market cap of Nio, when I see Nio's market cap at about $64 billion right now, and I think about stocks that are coming to the market like Rivian, who are going to IPO probably with a $70 billion valuation, and they're nowhere near producing any sort of amount of vehicles as Nio is at this moment. Now, not that I don't think that Rivian deserves a high valuation. I think that that company has a lot of potential as well. But in the case of Nio, Nio is producing a lot of vehicles. They are delivering a lot of vehicles, and they cannot keep up with the demand of those vehicles. It's a supply problem, not a demand problem, which makes Nio a company that, in my opinion, should be valued a lot more than what it actually is. And if we were to look at the recent news that just came out about Nio, and that is that Nio reported 95% annual increase in May deliveries. Nio on Tuesday said it delivered 6,711 vehicles in May, representing a 95.3% increase from the same month a year ago. May deliveries consisted of 1,412 units of the ES8, 3,017 ES6s, and 2,282 EC6s. Cumulative deliveries totaled 109,514 vehicles as of May 31st, according to the electric automaker. Nio also said that it will be able to accelerate deliveries in June to make up for delays in May, that it continues to expect deliveries of 21,000 to 22,000 vehicles in Q2. Now, Nio's May deliveries are down from where their April deliveries were, which in April they had delivered 7,102 vehicles, but that has to also do with the fact that there is a semiconductor shortage, which Nio blamed the global semiconductor shortage for the decline, but also said that the company will be able to accelerate deliveries in June and make up for the delays. So I think that we do have to take that in consideration, because this isn't something that's just affecting Nio, it's affecting many other companies as well. Now what I want to do is I want to look at some catalysts that Nio has going for it. Now, recently Nio just announced a renewal of a joint manufacturing agreement that they have with JAC. Now, the agreement regarding joint manufacturing of Nio vehicles and related fee arrangements, Nio's after deal from May 2021 to May 2024, JAC will continue to manufacture ES8, ES6, EC6, and the upcoming ET7, and potentially other Nio models in pipeline. JAC will expand its annual production capacity to 240,000 units in order to meet growing demand for Nio vehicles. So some might say, hey, that's great that Nio is going to be working with JAC, and JAC is going to be making even more vehicles, but Nio still does not have their own factory completed yet, and actually we'll look more into that. Because we know how much money the Chinese government is investing into EV, and there's a lot of different perks that they're offering to EV companies to be able to make that switch, because China is trying to do away with combustion vehicles, and they're really trying to push everybody into the whole EV market. And we know that Nio is the one that China picked to be able to make some large investments into, and it's a large majority of Nio is owned by the Chinese government. But that doesn't make any sort of difference as far as how good of a company Nio is. We know that Nio is a company that has a lot of potential. Now, with the fact that the Chinese government is invested so much in the Nio, what they're also investing into is an electric vehicle industrial facility called Nio Park under construction in Anhui. So this is the Nio Park, and it is still going to be in Hefei, where Anhui is a province inside of Hefei. So it's still going to be where the Nio's corporate headquarters actually is. Now, the Nio Park in the capital of Anhui province will have production capacities for 1 million electric cars. So this is going to be a massive place, and 100 gigawatt hours of batteries per year on an area of 11.3 square kilometers, as well as research and development facilities. According to the Chinese media reports, on the start of construction, more than 50,000 jobs are planned, including more than 10,000 in research and development. The initial investment is 50 billion yuan, and that equals out to $7.8 billion in US. So of the 50 billion yuan that it's going to cost to build this, 10 billion yuan of it, or $1.56 billion US, is what Nio is putting into this project. So Nio will actually be putting in 1/5 of the investment for Nio Park, which Nio Park is NEO, and Nio's name is NIO, of course, if you didn't catch that. Now, Nio is doing this because after an agreement that they made with the Hefei government to plan on making their facilities within that region. So this is something that they were contractually obligated to actually take in part. And this facility is a big game changer for the entire Chinese EV industry, in my opinion, with everything that's going to be going on here, with how many people are going to be involved. And you know that Nio is going to be the #1 producer within this, since they are putting up 1/5 of the money to make sure that they are producing their vehicles. The industrial park will cover the entire value chain for intelligent electric cars, from the development of software for autonomous driving, innovative technologies for complete vehicles, batteries, and the construction of the vehicles themselves. The park is expected to reach production value of 500 billion yuan per year, or $78 billion US. Now, the analysts are also taking notice of everything that Nio has going on, and out of 20 different analysts, the median is $58.77, and the low is $20.04, with the high being $88.93. And myself, I'm so bullish on Nio that even over the next 12 months, I can easily see Nio going even above that to breaking the $100 a share mark, in my personal opinion. And I can see Nio getting to the $100 a share price around the time that they launch their ET7. This is their sedan that they have coming out in 2022. And this car has a handful of different sensors and cameras on it for their autonomous driving capabilities. Their autopilot feature will be the first one that will launch in this vehicle. And the really cool thing about this ET7, it will have a 150 kilowatt hour battery, and it will be able to go those very long distances with a range of over 1,000 kilometers, which is the equivalent of 620 miles. So very large battery, a very long distance travel, something very competitive to what Tesla has going on. So this is one to watch. This is an interesting technology vehicle right here. This is something that Nio is going to be having as a game changer there in China, and something that is definitely worth watching, because I think when this thing comes out, Nio is going to be on a completely different level than a lot of the other companies that are out there right now. And I can see that the Chinese government is really going to push this vehicle, and I can see this being a really great vehicle that is going to launch Nio into other places, getting Nio into Europe and spreading out their vehicles even more so, especially as Nio has that Nio Park and all the other things that they have in the works. I think Nio is one that is a force to be reckoned with, and they're definitely one to be watching, in my opinion. So with all that being said, my bullish opinion, I think that Nio will be worth $100 a share within the next 12 months, in my personal opinion. I think that there's so much potential to be coming here with Nio, and I think I said it in other videos before too. I can see it being something that would be possible by even December, January, coming up here in the next 6-7 months. Something that could easily be a possible reality with Nio going to that much higher prices, especially how we saw how Nio performed from 2020 going into 2021. I think it's a real possibility, in my personal opinion. But, of course, not financial advice. Do your own research. And I like to hear what your guys' opinions about Nio are. So, with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon.